It's not fake. It's real. Here it is. What is up, guys? My name is Maxx Slash. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the RC vlog, guys. We have probably one of the most controversial RC cars this year, which the year just started. But you guys probably have already seen, there's a lot of pictures that were leaked of this car. Those were truly leaked pictures. We have it. We got it. We're going to review it today. I'm super stoked. This is the new Traxxas Maxx Slash, and this thing is a freaking beast. So let's take a look at the box panels really quick. On the front, it has the beautiful blue colorway Maxx Slash 6S at 22 plus volts, 70 plus miles an hour, belted tires, 4-wheel drive. Beautiful, beautiful machine. On the top, it has Maxx Slash, and it's a side profile. This is the actual size of the vehicle. It says 70 plus miles an hour with 2 3S LiPo batteries and optional gearing, sold separately. Very, very nice. Man, that red looks solid. Ow, I just freaking poked myself. On the other side, it has the Maxx Slash and some dirt in the red colorway. Very, very clean. Now the suspension looks like a Maxx, but it is a Slash. Very interesting. I love the action photos. Those look so good. And then on the bottom, they have just the Maxx Slash name in black. I like the really simple, subtle panels. I think that panel is really, really nice. On one side, they have the colorway that I got the rock and roll colorway, and it's like a back profile shot of it that also shows what's in the box. The Maxx Slash Ready to Race VXL 6S waterproof electronic speed control, TQI 2.4 gig radio system, quick start guide, handy tool set. And then on the other side, it shows all the other colorways. Now, there's some good ones. I think the blue looks good. Obviously, I like to gravitate towards the green, but how often do I do a rock and roll colorway? Not very often. We got one this time. Man, I'm so stoked. Let's open this thing up. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. So clean. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at how good she looks. Oh, she looks so good. Okay, so in regards to the proper unboxing, comes with your owner's manual, parts list, quick start guide, some additional marketing material. It comes with stickers, which is nice. I'm going to actually put my number on the side there because that's where it goes. That's going to look really cool. Then it comes with a battery adapter in case you want to run just a single battery instead of 2 3S batteries, which we are going to try that. We're going to try it on 4S also. And it comes with your little tool set, which again, I don't recommend use because it hurts your hands, but they make good tool sets. You just got to buy them. But look at this car, guys. My goodness. It looks so good. Oh, this is something new I've never seen before. Check this out. Look where they put the remote. It's in the body. That's pretty cool. Definitely saves. Oh, how do I get this sucker out? Come on, you got this. Oh, there you go. Boom. The TQI remote. Very nice. All right, guys, what everybody's been waiting for. Here is the truck. Look at this beauty. So what it looks like to me is it looks like a Maxx front clip, a Maxx rear clip, and then they added like Slash bumpers. Obviously, these aren't actual Slash bumpers, but short course bumpers. You can see they're nice and flexible. That way, whenever you land, because I'm sure I'm going to land pretty hard on the bumper, it doesn't just snap right off. Here is the rear bumper. Also comes with a very nice beefy wheelie bar. But look at this thing. 6S power system. You run 2 3-cell batteries to get that 6S, or you can put that adapter in there and just run one huge 6700 milliamp Traxxas battery. Now, this battery bar looks very much like the Sledge battery bar, which I like it. You can put the body clips in there to make sure the battery bar doesn't pop off. Here is your 6S motor. I believe it has Mod 1 gearing, but look at that, guys. Very, very clean. Super cool. Clipless body, of course. I highly doubt we're going to see any more bodies from Traxxas that aren't clipless, which I love. Now, one thing that I did notice, it has a whole bunch of sensors on it. So that means when you hook up the TQI radio to your phone with the Bluetooth module, you're probably going to have a lot of different telemetry readings, temperature, speed, things like that. A whole bunch going on. Let's take a look at the suspension here. Let me take the wheels and tires off so we can get a better look at the suspension. And I'm curious to see what size hexes are on the inside of these wheels. So this is cool. I took the wheel off. It's actually a 2-piece wheel, just like the Maxx. It has that insert because it looks like maybe this is a 17 millimeter, maybe. I forgot what the size is on the Maxx, but there it is on the inside. So it is a bigger hex, and I'll show you over here a bigger hex there. But essentially, when you put it on there, you put this adapter in here, and then you can put your wheel nut in there. So just like the Maxx, it has that. So let's take a look at the suspension here. Again, Maxx suspension. But what's cool is they have this right here. It's almost like an extender to get more droop out of your rear suspension. Now this is the rear part of the car, but you can see this is a new piece. I like that a lot. I almost kind of want to do that to all my Maxxes because I felt like that was one of the struggles with the Maxx. After you put the long arm kit, it wasn't as bad, but I felt like it could use more droop. But with that piece right there, that's actually pretty cool. Other than that, it does look like a Maxx. Again, this is the rear of the car. Here is the front. Now it doesn't have it on the front, so it looks like you only get that additional droop in the rear, but there's the front suspension here. The shocks look exactly the same as a Maxx. Has those big old shocks. Love these shocks, by the way. Nice big bore, nice and smooth. Very, very cool. Here's a view from under the truck. Very, very nice. Again, brand new chassis. Maxx arms. Big old beefy bumpers. Super cool. This looks like the X-Maxx on the bottom too, how it has that big old center cover. Very, very cool. So these might look like regular drive shafts to you guys, but these are actually hybrid steel drive shafts. So there's steel on the inside and it's covered in plastic, but apparently they're supposed to be stronger and beefier than the original Maxx drive shafts. But you're gonna need beefy, especially with that much power. All right, before we destroy this thing, let's take a look at the body. Here's a comparison next to a regular Slash body. So as you can see, the new Maxx Slash is significantly larger than the older Slash. But take a look at the inside of this body. It's got all the pieces that you need to do the clipless body, but also a cage. So if you flip upside down, the body probably won't cave in. Looks like it's reinforced pretty well, where most bodies kind of break right here because this gets kind of pushed in. I don't think it's going to be the case. It also has these side things. Now this isn't part of your clipless body system, but what this does is it kind of guides it into those Nerf bars where your body won't be flapping like that or getting clipped on the inside or anything like that. I like that. It should look a lot cleaner. I won't have to fix it all the time, but very, very nice. Again, a new body design. They also did something that I haven't seen before. They actually put holes in the body. Look on the back part. Actually put holes in there. Nice. Additional airflow. All right, guys, I came to the storage unit and got out my UDR so we can see the comparison between the UDR and the new Maxx Slash. There you go, guys. The UDR still looks slightly larger than the Maxx Slash, but as you can see, they're pretty comparable. Let's put them side by side. All right, here they are side by side. The UDR does look slightly longer, so the UDR is going to be better for like your scale driving, versus the new Maxx Slash is probably going to be better for like a durable basher, which I haven't even driven it yet, so we won't know. But the UDR is definitely built different, but it is slightly longer. You can see the wheelbases here. Let's see. The front wheels are lined up, and then the rear wheels. Yeah, I would say the wheelbase is about maybe less than an inch longer, but it is longer. And you can see where the rear bumpers line up. Yeah, UDR slightly longer. All right, we came inside because it's mega windy outside, but I didn't want to give you my thoughts on the chassis without comparing it next to the Maxx. I'll be honest, I haven't seen the Maxx in a while. It's been sitting in storage, but as you can see, the Maxx Slash chassis is longer. They do look pretty similar, but they are definitely different. Like this chassis brace, it kind of stays level, where this one kind of dips down. Definitely some subtle differences there, but for the most part, they are pretty similar. And the new Maxx Slash is more of an LCG. You can see how the center of gravity is much lower. Let me see if I can get... That's the Maxx, and then you can see the chassis of the Maxx Slash behind it. So the chassis of the Maxx Slash is a lower center of gravity than the original Maxx. Now, I say the original. This isn't an actual original. This is a 2.0, so this one is slightly longer, but you can definitely see the differences there. Again, subtle differences, but differences. Mine already had. My My Maxx already had the VXL 6S system in it, so the systems are the same, but you can see how much more room there is on that one than that one. Very cool. All right, guys, I can't take it anymore. We got to go drive this thing.
I'm so in love with you. You got me down again.
Alright, so I actually planned on being mic'd up outside and like talking through me driving it for the first time. However, it was like mega windy outside, like crazy windy. So you guys are just gonna have to settle with me talking with some B-roll. Alright, so first off, as soon as I started driving it, the first thing I noticed is it drifts. And not a bad drift, like a nice controllable drift. And then as soon as I hit the straight, it covered a lot of ground really, really fast. That thing is super crazy fast. On 6S, it was doing 51, which that speedometer is a little off. I would say it's maybe 1 to 2 miles per hour too slow. So it was probably closer to 52, 53 miles an hour. And then on 4S, it was like 42, 43 miles an hour. It read 41, but again, it's off a little bit. So let's start with the goods. First off, it rotates really well. And then it also slides, but it's all controllable. All controllable, like you can really play with the throttle and kind of take it around curves. So much fun, such a pleasure to drive. Doesn't push like crazy, very agile, fun, soaks up the bumps, and it really needs it with how fast it's going. The throttle curve, it's nice. Very linear. I can control the pitch in the air. Now, it is a short course and it was windy outside, So there was one jump that I just couldn't get right, but it was either pulling up or nosing down really, really bad. But it was mega windy. I'm pretty sure that's what it was, because it would react to my throttle and brake. And the braking is actually controllable. On some of these 6S and 8S cars, especially the X Maxx, the braking is kind of like a light switch. You'll slam on the brake and it'll almost want to flip forward. Actually, in most cases, it will flip forward. With the X Maxx, I had to turn it down, the brake, like right out of the box. This one, very smooth. The 6S ESC, the VXL 6S, it's not bad. Not bad for an RTR ESC motor. It jumps super nice. I didn't wreck it on my big jump. There was actually one jump that I did on my sidewalk jump where it was probably the furthest I've ever sent an RC car on it. Like, it sent it flying. I tried to measure the feet. It had to be, if I had to guess, maybe 50 feet. It went far. It was a crazy jump. There were some jumps though that I didn't get right. Flipped over like crazy. And I honestly would have guessed it would have broken, but guys, it never broke. This thing is a tank. And the other thing they got right is the body. Like how I wrecked like that and how it flipped so much, how the body went flying off, and there was barely any damage to the body. I think there was one part where you could tell where the shock tower hit up on the plastic, so it kind of bubbled up a little bit. But other than that, there were no rippages or anything. Like, they figured out the body problem on short course. I think they should do that to all their short courses. That cage, it really saves it big time. Another thing that's great is I ran through an entire 6S pack. I went through probably half of a 4S pack. It didn't thermal or anything. It didn't get hot. No problems like that. That's really impressive, especially when you take the fact that I was running through a field like full pin. I was full pin almost everywhere I went, never overheated. They really got it right with that power system. As for the bads, I had to adjust the ride height out of the box. It looked like it was rubbing on the front really, really bad. Actually, it was rubbing on the front really, really bad. You could actually hear it, and then when I pulled the body off, you could see all the rubber marks on the front of the body. All I did was raise the ride height with the spring retainers. Super easy, but out of the box, you gotta kind of raise the ride height a little bit in the front. It did look a little low also when I was taking pictures. I probably should have known right off the bat before I started driving it. Although it was fun on 6S, I would say on 6S, it's a little risky. It's kind of on the edge the entire time driving it. It was so fast that I felt like whenever I'd hit bumps, it was loading the rear suspension so hard that it would kind of bounce around, like almost like fishtail, but the back end would get a little loose because it was pulling so hard. I just felt like on 6S it was always on the edge, and there were some times when I would be giving it full throttle, it'd be ripping, it would be fun, and it could kind of drift and coast, but sometimes go a little too far, and then sometimes you try to correct and it would flip over randomly. I think if I'm driving it out there just to have fun and I don't want to go ballistic, I think 4S is the way to go. But it's great to know that you can run it on 6S, not have overheating problems, and go super fast. Other than that, I love the truck, guys. I think it's awesome. I mean, I'll go in and address the elephant in the room. It's kind of like the Mojave, kind of. I've never driven the 6S Mojave, but when I've seen them drive, it kind of reminded me of it. Even the way it kind of just screams on the pavement. It kind of skids around the corners, things like that. It's cool. It's a bashing short course. And with that Maxx platform, my goodness, guys, it is mega tough. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell because I'm going to take this thing to the track. That's the next thing I'm going to do. I was planning on doing it today, but man, today got away from me. But we're going to drive this thing on the track, see how it handles on the track, see if maybe it's a new spec class, maybe. Well, I hope you liked this video, guys. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, and you guys will see me next time. Later, guys.